friends, it's Life Coach Rich. Coming to you today. I wanted to, before this got too far away, I had saved this article and wanted to just talk about it briefly. University coming to fire for canceling classes, providing safe spaces for students upset by Trump's victory. This article came out on November 8th, and so it's after election. So here it's just said that we're headed down a problematic path. Universities producing a generation that can't face the uncertainties and challenges of life. Um, and just talking about a few things on liberal universities, like what they did. Uh, they canceled classes to provide safe spaces for students to recover from the presidential election, prompted a wave of criticism that these scholars aren't preparing students for the real world. Um, and Georgetown University, which invited students to a self-care suite on Wednesday to recover from the stress of the 2024 election. And then at Georgetown's McCourt School of Public Policy reported offered treats like milk and cookies and hot cocoa, as well as Lego toys and coloring and mindful exercise to get their minds off the election results. And then so this person, Angelina Arabito, wrote on X, seriously, Georgetown, uh, we all know that it's not the conservative students who want the daycare experience. Stop coddling leftists who can't handle reality. Then this person, Shabazz Castabom, wrote on X, Ivy League universities are incubators of anti-Semitism, radicalism, and intellectual and moral bankruptcy. Tax the endowments, end federal funding, abolish DEI. Okay, sounds great to me. Why are we federally why we're federally funding all of these incubators for this radicalism is because a lot of the government is radical as well. It's shifted that way in the last 30 years and continue to go downhill. Um, let's see, students. Let's see, this is in Tacoma, Washington. The University of Puget Sound announced a full week of self-care election activities for stressed students. A full week. Students were also invited to walk about a labyrinth with calming lights and music, recharge their mental health, have a supportive space for election processing. Also, other supportive spaces included LGBTQ students and students of color to talk about their election anxiety. University of Oregon, Dave Octavius, the therapy duck. Octavius. Baby therapy goats and therapy dogs were brought to campus to promote well-being and lessen the anxiety for students, according to the school's event calendar, first reported by Campus Reform. Virginia Tech could play with therapy dogs, do arts and craft, and join guided stretching class as part of the school's election day activities organized by Counseling Center. University of Michigan invited various post-election events, including empowering art therapy workshop to process the emotions started by the election. So here's one of the uh, baby goats and therapy animals were brought to the campus to help lessen the students. This is University of Oregon. And Emily Sturz said democratic elections are not traumatic; they are privileged, and not all countries allow. We're headed down a very problematic path. University of producing a generation that can't face the uncertainties and challenges of life. These activities belong at a daycare, not an institution of higher learning. Life is hard. It's full of hard work, hurt feelings, sadness, and tragedy. Our great grandparents fought through World War II with sacrifice and grit, not with coloring books and puppy petting. They faced obstacles and opposition head on. Universities need to return to preparing the next generation, not only to survive in the real world, but to thrive. That was well said. I like that. I like what she's saying there. I'll just give you this quote here. I'll just give you this quote. Now, this is just from a book. I don't know who this Michael Hop dude is, but he had a good quote in this book that I've heard other people say, and I'm like, oh wow, that's actually pretty good. And so he says, hard times create strong men. Okay, think about World War One, World War Two. Strong men create good times. We created peace. Strong men created peace for our families, for our nation, for the world. Good times create weak men. So then you start getting into things as things progress. Then you start thinking about a whole lot of social issues, and then now actually all these hard men, and y'all need to be more engaged and in tune with your feelings and stuff. And we start getting really self-focused. Women's lib stuff and feminism picks up and says actually hard men are the oppressors, and they're not good for anything. Women should be ruling society, and women should be doing this, and "Man, you're trash and you're worthless." And so we let things like that, men say, because we don't want to fight with women, but then we don't stand up to those stupid philosophies. The women think that men aren't good for. There's different there are different movements that men are not good for anything now. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Then, but there's a whole lot of jobs they don't want to do. The women don't want to put in the hard work and the day to day grind of hard jobs. And there's a lot of jobs that women couldn't do that men do. They don't do them as well. They try, but they don't do them as well. And then so you good times create weak men, and that's what we've experienced for the last 40 years, 50 years. You're starting to get weaker and weaker men, and now we're to a point that we start getting weak men in leadership, and then weak men create hard times. That's what I've got for you now. That's what I've got for you today. Thanks for watching. Please comment down below. I really would appreciate comments related to your thoughts on different stuff, whether you agree or disagree. Please comment, share this video with a friend, like it, and then also subscribe. Also, you can follow me on X as well. Thank you. We'll see you next time.